Hey, church family, it's Pastor Michael, and I want to give you a ministry update that is going to affect our schedule meeting together over the next number of weeks. So 10 weeks ago, we had the privilege of being able to get back into Williams Elementary to be able to gather in person for worship services again. Just to be honest, that was something we worked really hard and really pushed to make happen, knowing all the well that at any point they could come in and shut things down. So, unfortunately, we got word yesterday that the school district has made a decision in light of all that's going on with COVID-19 to shut down the schools completely to any outside renters. So, of course, that affects North River Church, and we are not going to be able to meet at the school at minimum for the next 30 days, likely longer than that. So that's the bad news. I want to share with you the good news as we move forward. Our building progress is about a month ahead of schedule. So our original target date was the first Sunday in November. We were looking to be done with the building to get the CO at the end of October. And we're about a month ahead of schedule, and we feel comfortable with that. And so as we met as a leadership team, as we prayed through this decision and talked through it, we felt like the best decision for North River Church in the next 4 to 6 weeks is to go back meeting online together. I mean, we want to encourage you as we release those worship services at 9:30 on Sunday morning each week, that we gather with our life group, gather with another family, but to worship together with the body of Christ at North River online. And so we want to encourage you to tune in with us online Sunday morning at 9:30, our regular meeting time, for the next 4 to 6 weeks. We're going to do that, and we will have a light at the end of the tunnel called a building that we get to move into. And so we are looking forward to being able to move into that building. I kind of thought about it this way. I woke up early this morning. I felt like the Lord woke me up and gave me this word, the word exile. And I think about through the Old Testament that God's people were often in exile. They were not home where they were supposed to be yet for a season of time. And the reality is we are not home right now as a church family. We left last week Williams thinking we'd be back in, and we're not. But here's the good news. Over the next 4 to 6 weeks, as we're in exile, as we're continuing to meet online, what we know is that we're going home. We are going to be able to gather once again as a faith family in our own facility, and we'll be able to worship together again. We'll be able to celebrate all that God has done and be able to join once again together in person. So listen, I know this is not the news we wanted, but I know this is the news God already knew about ahead of time. And God knew the steps that we were going to be taking. God knew exactly what was going to transpire, and He knows what it's going to look like when we move in to our permanent facility. So I want to encourage you, stay connected over the next 4 to 6 weeks until we're able to gather together again personally. We look forward to being able to open kids ministry at that point. Be able to get back to somewhat of a normal schedule if at all possible. And so I want to encourage you, stay connected, continue to pray for the church family, continue to reach out to those who need to be engaged with, people in your life group, people that you know may have been visiting North River over the last number of weeks. We want to make sure that this is not a setback, but this may be a season of exile, and we know we've got a great celebration on the back end of it. Church family, I love you. I look forward to seeing you online this Sunday.